Hello friends, in previous lecture of group 3, we see factor group from homomorphism and factor group from normal subgroups. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study normal subgroups and inner automorphism. See here, one theorem we know if H is a normal subgroup, then every left coset is equal to right coset. The following are three equivalent. The following are three equivalent.
Following are three equivalent conditions. For a subgroup, H of a group G to be a normal subgroup of G. First, here G inverse belongs to H for all G belongs to G and H belongs to H. Second, G inverse is equal to H for all G belongs to G. Third, here GH is equal to HG for all G belongs to G. These three conditions. If H is a subgroup of G and H is a normal, then these three conditions are equivalent. Here, first implies second. Now, first implies second. Suppose H is a subgroup of G. Suppose H is a subgroup of G and this G inverse belongs to H for all G belongs to G and H belongs to H. Now, we want to show this. We want to show G inverse is equal to H. Here, this G inverse is the set G inverse such that H belongs to H. G inverse belongs to H. This is subset of H. All these elements belongs to H. So G inverse belongs to H. That means G inverse subset of H number first. Now to show reverse, that means H is a subset of G inverse. Okay. Now see here. G inverse belongs to H. belongs to H. For G belongs to G and H belongs to H. Replacing G by G inverse. That means here G by G inverse. Okay. G inverse H, G inverse of inverse belongs to H. See here inverse of G inverse H, G inverse H, inverse of inverse is G, belongs to H. That means G inverse H G is equal to H1 for H1 belongs to H. Clearly, here H is equal to pre-multiply G and post multiply by G inverse. We get H is equal to GH1 GH1 G inverse and GH1 G inverse belongs to GH G inverse. Now here H belongs to H and we show here H belongs to GH inverse. That means H is a subset of GH G inverse number 2, and from first and second we get from first and second we get GH G inverse is equal to H. GH and G inverse is equal to H. Now show second implies third. Second implies third. Here take GH G inverse. Suppose GH G inverse is equal to H, and to show GH is equal to HG for all G belongs to G. For all G belongs to G. Then GH G inverse is equal to, so GH post multiply by G to both sides. GH is equal to H1G. Sorry. How? Yes. H1G. Okay. And H1G belongs to HG. And these elements from GH. This gives GH is a subset of first. Similarly, here HG is a subset of GH, and so HG is a subset of GH, and so this gives HG is equal to GH. HG is equal to GH. Now third implies second. Third implies second. Suppose Hg is equal to Gh. Suppose Hg is equal to Gh for all G belongs to G, and to show Gh G inverse, then here Hg is equal to Gh is equal to Hg. That means G H is equal to H1G, and post multiply by G inverse. This gives GH G inverse is equal to H1, and H1 belongs to H. H1 belongs to H. That means clearly GH G inverse belongs to H. For all G belongs to G and H belongs to complete. That means first implies second, second implies third, third implies first, again first implies. These three conditions are equivalent. These three conditions are equivalent. Now, if G is abelian, then every subgroup of G is a normal subgroup. G is abelian. Is a normal subgroup. Is a normal subgroup. And so GH is equal to HG for all G belongs to G and H belongs to H. And so GH G inverse is equal to H. GH G inverse is equal to H, and this belongs to H. For all G belongs to G and H belongs to H. Here H1, take here H1. No, sorry. H. Now, one definition here. An isomorphism phi from G to G, an isomorphism phi from G to G, from group to itself, and if it is isomorphism of a group with itself, any map from G to G, G is any group, is an isomorphism, then it is an automorphism. Now, a map defined by IG from G to G, defined by Ig of X is equal to Ig of X is equal to Gx G inverse Gx G inverse for all X belongs to G is the inner automorphism is the inner automorphism of inner automorphism of G by small g of G by small g. This is also called performing Ig on X is called conjugation of X by G. This is also called Ig map is also called Ig of X is equal to Gx G inverse is also called conjugation of X by G. And clearly this map is automorphism. That means here domain codomain same. Ig of xy is equal to CR. Ig of xy is equal to G xy G inverse. This can be written G x. Here we can be right here G inverse G y G inverse, and this is equal to Ig of X. This is Ig of Y. This is homomorphism. This map is an homomorphism. Also, if we take Ig of X is equal to Ig of Y, Ig of X is equal to Ig of X, then clearly Gx G inverse is equal to Gy G inverse, and this gives, if you pre-multiply by G inverse and post-multiply by G to both sides, we get X is equal to I. That means here we take Ig of X is equal to Ig of Y, we get X is equal to Y. That means Ig is 1, 1. Now, if take any element X belongs to G in codomain, X belongs to G in codomain, then for here G inverse X G also belongs to G, for G belongs to G, and clearly Ig of G inverse X G, image of the G, a G inverse X G G inverse, this gives G into G inverse identity, again G into G in identity, this is X. That means every element has a pre-image. That means every element X has a pre-image, and G inverse X G under Ig. So Ig is a onto map. That means Ig is homomorphism 1, 1 onto. So it is an automorphism. and this automorphism is called inner automorphism. Okay, we stop here. Thank you.